champions played in the
In
last
rank?
season. Yeah, in the in season 9.
Damn.
Yeah, so
Alright.
that's not okay. And if I take a look at like your first 7 champions, first one Zed with like 130 games. The next one is Jin, he's an AD. The third one is Lee Sin, he's a jungler.
Yeah.
The sixth one is GP, he's a top laner. Like
Yeah, but GP was playing his mid.
okay, you're playing him. Okay,
Yeah.
but still, and seventh is
Yeah.
Braum. So you have 4 roles in your top 7 champions. So that's not okay. You should try and stick to just one role. And if you get autofill, try to ask for your main role. If you can't, then dodge. You can dodge once a day. You lose only 3 points, and you don't lose MMR. Because if you just
once a day.
Yeah, you have I think 24-hour period where you can dodge once, and then you wait 5 minutes, and you lose 3 LP, and you don't lose MMR. Yeah.
Alright.
I mean, you can dodge a second time, and then you lose 10, I think, but then you have to wait half an hour.
Yeah.
Because if you just play, so I don't know, let's say you get your mid main, but then you get AD or something, and you're not as good on ADC as you are on mid lane, the chances are that you might lose the game because you don't know how to play as good as mid. And then you just lost your time, and then you also lost more points than you would if you dodge.
Okay.
So yeah, I'd say just stick to mid lane if mid's your main role, and try and play less champions. So try and find a few champions that you like and stick with those. So like two or 3 champions that you keep playing over and over.
Do you think if example I will like sort out like 3 champions, example all AD. Example I play like 3 AD assassin mid. Do you think it's okay?
I mean, I wouldn't recommend it, but yeah. It shouldn't matter. It's solo queue. Usually I don't recommend people to play assassins because they are harder to play than other champions.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want to do that, then yeah, it's better than just playing 4 roles.
Yeah.
Because even this game, it felt like you didn't understand how Vladimir works, or you didn't understand it good enough.
That much.
Yeah.
But it's like when I don't have my Z in rank, I'm like, alright, so what I play.
Yeah, that's why I said you can dodge if you want to.
I have a shampoo. I need to have a shampoo.
Yeah, but just like a few. You don't have to have like 10 champions because you're not a pro player.
Like 3, 4.
Yeah, at max. And then just keep playing those over and over and over, because at one point you're gonna understand how they work, and you don't have to focus on mechanics, on executing like combos and stuff like that. Because when you try to do that with Vlad, it's so slow, or you just mess those up, because you won't be able to do them perfectly first try, obviously. You have to keep playing him.
I will open my notes.
So yeah, when the game starts, or even before, when champ select ends, if you know who you're playing against, try and make a small game plan in mind of what you want to do. Like what's your, I guess, win condition this game. Like how do you win the game? And you should try and think about the game as a single player game. So don't try and work with teammates, because you can't trust them. If you consider yourself as not a good player, you're playing in the same division as they do, so they're probably not good players either. Or they have no idea what they're doing, so you can't really rely on them. Because if you don't know what you're doing, then they don't know what they're doing, and it's gonna be a fiesta probably. So try and do things that you can do in game without anyone's help. And that's
if you hear me type, it's just because
I'm that's fine.
I write
Sure.
So you don't feel like
so usually laning phase is the most important phase of the game in solo queue, at least, because as you saw, like after laning phase ends, everyone runs around the map, they try to fight randomly, and you can't really control that because it's a 5v5, so the better team wins usually. But first 10 minutes it's just you versus the opponent, and the jungler sometimes, but that's where you can impact the game the most, and you can make small improvements that just change the game differently, like totally. So even before the game starts, try to make a game plan. So for this game, you want to look at your lane, your matchup, and say, okay, I'm Vladimir against a Zed. What can my champion do? What can the enemy champion do? And how can I play around that? So first of all, you as Vladimir, you're a range champ, and you heal a lot, so you have a lot of sustain. Zed, on the other hand, not so much. He's just an all-in champ. He's an assassin. He wants to kill you and then get out of there, which you can prevent with Vladimir. And also, he should have a rough time farming in lane, because you both have no mana, so that you shouldn't be concerned about mana. But yeah, with Vladimir, you can use your health bar as a resource. So you can take trades with Zed. So like, you go for him or he goes for you, and you guys trade, I don't know, 100 HP. But you can get that back with your Qs, with your potions, stuff like that. Which Zed can't, because at one point he will run out of potions. But your Q, you have it all the time. So you shouldn't be scared of trading with him. Yeah, not like fighting for 15 seconds and someone has to die, just small trades.
Just quick trade.
Yeah, exactly. And you should punish him for the fact that he's a melee champion. You should use the fact that you are ranged to your advantage. Because there are a lot of times where he just farms freely and you don't do anything for it. Like, he shouldn't be able to just take minions from in front of you without taking damage, at least. Yeah, here you already want to try and push the wave, hit the minions, and you're playing like super far behind. Like, look where you click. There's no point for you to be that far behind. You want to actually, let me.
I need to take like the advantage of.
Yeah, like.
I impose my pressure, kind of.
Yeah, I mean, you can play like around here. Can you see?
Yeah, that around that,
And then when he tries to take this minion or this minion, you auto him or you Q him, whatever you can.
Okay.
You don't want to let him farm for free, like, yeah. And in the meantime, you want to hit the minions, because otherwise the wave's gonna crash into your turret, and then you're gonna have a harder time farming. Because you should be the one that dictates how the minion wave goes, because you're ranged, so you should just be the first one that hits the minions. He should be scared of you.
Okay.
Because now, yeah, you guys are farming equally, but he's winning out of this, because he's like, well, this lane is free, I'm not taking damage when I farm. And that shouldn't happen. See, like, now it's harder for you to farm, because, yeah, obviously the wave's in the turret. But it should be the other way around. Your wave should be in his turret.
Okay.
And he should already be low on health, or you should make him use at least one of his potions already. And after level 3, it becomes even easier for you, because you have access to your W. So when he tries to go for a trade, you just negate that with your W.
Okay.
Or you trade with him, and then when he tries to trade back, you W.
Okay.
Yeah, so he goes on you here. So he's on cooldown now. He doesn't have any spells active. So you can go a bit forward and try to poke him at least. So like, walk here and try to auto him, try to Q him. Yeah, the minions might attack you, but most of the time the minion wave will be equal, or you should have a bigger minion wave than him.
Okay.
Because early on minions deal a lot of damage, so if you have a bigger minion wave, then you should be really confident in knowing you should be able to win a trade. Yeah, again, you're just farming to last hit here, which is not okay at this point in the game. Like, no one's coming. Shaco's doing his blue buff, and again, you can't rely on him to come gank. You can ask for a gank if you want to, but then it's up to him if he actually comes or not. So try and push the wave a bit here. You're a pretty safe champion, and also you're playing against an Evelynn, so her gank pattern is she comes, she presses W on you, and then she tries to charm.
Yeah, alright, so yeah, like, I'm pretty safe.
Yeah, because yeah, and you have your W again. So when you think you're gonna get charmed, W, and she can't do much.
Yeah, I need to, like, it's like I seem like when like it's kind of if I feel not safe because I'm like alright because I know I don't put like enough words I guess and I'm like alright so I don't want to get big and like fuck I'm scared of the jungle. And, I think I'm too scared from the jungle.
Yeah, I mean that also because if you have lane priority, then yeah you can ward. Actually saw you warding the Raptor camp once, which was really nice because if you're playing against an Eve, you want to ward her camps. You don't want to put like normal wards like here because she's invisible after level 6. Yeah, so there's no point in that.
Do you think putting ward in like the bush beside the mid lane is actually viable? Because I never did that since like I don't know how much time because I always put my ward like in the corner of the little wall.
Well, yeah, unless like only if you can't move from the lane and you need to ward. Otherwise, try to put like more deep wards because then it just gives you more time to run away if you see the jungler.
Okay. Yeah, better deep.
And also, I mean, you should be able to track the enemy jungler and know where they are most of the time. Which, yeah, might sound hard at first because there are so many things that you need to be aware in mid lane. But on top of that, you have to track the enemy jungler as well because, again, you can't really rely on Shaco to tell you where the enemy jungler is, even though he should.
Okay.
Yeah, see, so that's nice, the Q. But you have to do that over and over and over. If you do it once, that's not enough.
Yeah.
How you Q him there, yeah, and then keep staying there.
Okay.
He tries to trade with you, you trade back. Because then you will heal up, he won't. If you guys keep doing that over and over. Yeah, and here.
Yeah, like that. You see, like I click, like. I click like on the other side, but like after that I click further and the path fucked me up.
Yeah, but you shouldn't even be going there. Right.
Okay,
when do you see Eve?
We saw her like really far away.
Okay, so
close here we saw her.
Yeah, so just watch the minimap.
Yeah.
Okay, so you see her now.
There. Yeah.
So you already should be watching what's going on there. You have the F keys on the keyboard, you can use those if you don't want to drag the minimap. Because it's faster, so you just swap to Shaco, see what's going on. We see that he's low on health, but we don't know anything about Eve.
Okay.
Because you can't go there and help. Obviously, you're gonna lose farm, but you just want to have info. You want to see what's going on.
Who just for the info.
Yeah.
So I don't. So I don't really want to help the jungle.
No.
Or if I can get something out of it.
Yeah. Then yeah, but here you can't do much. Like they're still fighting. So again, you want to try and take a look at it. And then Zed leaves, but you have minions here. You can't really afford to leave. And even if you do, he's in front of you. He can turn on you at any time. And he's also gonna arrive first. So if you want to go this way.
Oh,
that's what you need to do.
I clicked there, but after I clicked further, the other path sent me in the bush. I was like, oh.
Okay. Yeah, but still, even if you go that path, he still arrives first.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much useless if you go.
Like, look, do you see? Like, I clicked down, and after that. Yeah,
and then the pathing. Yeah, okay, so he's waiting for you in the brush, and then here it becomes a bit harder for you to lane. Yeah, you use your potion, but then he just won a free trade here.
Yeah. Now I'm lucky that I didn't die.
Yeah.
I W so late.
Okay, so then here you have to respect him because you popped your potion, which you can pop it sooner. But even though it's running now, but you're still really low health. And what did he use there?
He was like E2.
Yeah, so he still has his W.
Yeah.
And you used everything. So he knows you don't have W, and he knows it's a big cooldown. So you have to respect him now. At least until your W comes back up. And that might mean giving away a few farm. Because it's okay to lose like 2-3 minions rather than taking them but then dying afterwards.
Oh, the Doran's shield saved my life. I just remember that.
Okay, so here I didn't tell you, but what you can actually do with this, when you're forced to go back and you don't have anything to buy really, you can go Dark Seal and refillable potion.
Okay.
For even more sustain, because Dark Seal gives you more healing from potions.
Okay.
Because that's your goal right now. You don't want to solo kill him. It's not like, okay, if I don't kill Zed in the next 5 minutes, I lose the game. No.
Okay.
You just want to scale and get to the late game. And that doesn't mean not fighting him. Yeah, if he's dumb and then he takes stupid trades, for sure, kill him if you can. But it shouldn't be like your main goal.
Mm-hmm.
You should know that the longer the game goes with Vladimir, you become stronger and stronger.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when he's missing from lane, spam ping that he's missing. Don't just ping once, because your teammates might be stupid and then they don't see that one ping. Even if you know his base, just ping it to be sure. Yeah, so here I told you to press tab.
Yeah.
See what items he has. You see his serrated dirk and longsword and 3 potions versus your.
So I'm fucked.
Yeah, so now it's gonna be harder for you to trade with him.
So at this point, I need to respect him.
Yeah. And also he's gonna hit level 6 first, because he forced you to recall, so you obviously lost some experience. So that too. But yeah, here if he does that, like he didn't even hit anything once. Okay, he missed everything.
You hit one, yeah, he hit
Yeah,
one.
he hit 1 Q, yeah. So then trade back. Auto Q E. You want to trade back with him, because now he can do anything to you. If he turns and starts auto attacking you, you have your minions, you have Shaco nearby, hopefully. So you win that either way. Because if nothing happens here, he just threw a Q on you. He showed you that he's willing to fight you, and then you just run away.
Yeah.
So he knows you're scared now. Okay, Eve. Yeah, so here it's it's pretty awkward because your wave is pushing, and you don't want to stay close to him, and you just saw Eve.
Yeah, at this point.
Yeah. So at least he's pushing the wave towards you, so that's fine, because if he's smart, he can just freeze the wave right there, and then you actually can't do anything without Shaco's help. But yeah, now he's level 6, so you have to be careful for that. Okay. Yeah, here you said you're gonna get dive, but look at your XP bar. You hit level 6 from these minions.
Okay.
So it's impossible for them to hit you. You just want to farm them or kill them as fast as you can, so you get level 6 in case they actually dive you.
Okay.
And then if they do, you at least get a kill from TF. Because you've got pull, you've got flash ignite, and your R. If you're level 5, then yeah, maybe they can dive you. But the moment you hit level 6, it's impossible for them to do so.
I trolled.
Oof. And he flashes after you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I should have pulled when he W. I should have...
So the moment he sees you using Q on the minion, he's gonna go for you.
Yeah.
So like, you're clicking towards him like you want to fight him, which you obviously don't. Now you have to respect him. Yeah, don't stay in your turret, but stay at a safe distance, which he can't all in you, but you can hit him back if he does. But here you're too close to him.
Yeah, of course.
You're not utilizing your max range. It's like you're grabbing a knife and trying to kill him. Yeah, so you kill the minion, and then he's like, well...
I should have pulled like,
like
2 seconds before.
Yeah, the moment he does that, pull and also R.
Yeah.
Because you can't really get out of the fight.
Like W and like ult the right when he like W ult almost at the same time.
Yeah, throw everything. Because you can kill him.
I would have killed him.
Yeah, you have enough damage.
If I have W ult before that,
like
he chased me under the thread, I would have killed him.
Yeah. He probably will. Yeah, only R and Ignite and he's done. Yeah. And here, you don't really want to go Ninja Tabby because you don't need the movement speed from the boots.
So I don't want the Ninja Tabby too early.
Yeah, I mean the item is fine in this game, but you don't want them like first item because they're not helping you as much as other items can. Like if you go Seeker's Arm Guard, you gain the same armor, but you also gain the AP. Like Ninja Tabby, they have the passive that they reduce percent of enemies' attacks, but he's not really attacking you. When he goes in, he goes all at once. It's not like if you're playing against a Tristana mid lane, for example, then yeah, sure, because she's gonna poke you constantly. Yeah, again, here you don't really respect him.
Yeah.
He comes, he knows he can trade now. Also, he has a bigger minion wave, so even if you guys decide to fight, his minions attack you. So you obviously take more damage. Yeah. Again, pull is a bit too late.
Yeah.
And now you're forced to recall again.
I prefer dying, I guess. I'm so greedy, it scares me. It's like, yo, what you doing?
Yeah, exactly. It's uncomfortable to watch sometimes.
Nah.
Yeah, now you're forced to recall, yeah. And now he's missing again. Same thing. W is really late. You see the shadow UW.
Yeah, sure.
And also your potions are not running. He goes on you, you already pop your potions here.
Okay.
Just in case, because sometimes they might actually save you, like you survive with 10 HP because the potions. Yeah, like only now you you pop them, but it's too late.
Yep.
And now already Fiesta's beginning. Everyone's running around, no one knows what's going on.
Dead again.
Yeah, so now the same thing just repeats over and over.
Yeah.
Yeah, so all
He
this.
died.
Yeah, he's something else.
What
Yeah.
is he doing?
I think he got stuck in your minion. Yeah,
No,
I don't know.
just
Yeah,
misclicked.
yeah.
Just misclicked the turret.
Okay, so there was a fight at 6:15, I think. Yeah, oh, not a fight, yeah, but here. So you're bot lane, and then you go mid to catch the wave, and you see Z and TF mid lane.
You think I could have the time to kill TF at this?
No, that's what I want to talk about. Why even fight him?
Okay.
Because yeah, okay, that's here. Yeah, so you know Z was mid lane because you saw him.
Okay.
You just saw him. So at this point, okay, you see TF here. Yeah, you're 4 levels above him, but can you realistically one-shot him here?
If I use everything.
Yeah, but can you get close to him in time? Because you don't have flash, and you know Zed's nearby.
Yeah.
So you don't really gain anything if you try to damage him here. You Q him, and then you even go further, while knowing that.
Yeah, that was greedy.
Yeah, Zed's like right here now, or he can be right here. He can be anywhere in the fog of war. There's nothing for you to gain. Your job was to go mid lane and catch the minion wave, which now, if you look at the minimap, you're missing because you decided to damage TF. So there's no point because you're not gonna kill him. You just wasted 5 seconds here.
Yeah.
And now Shaco takes the wave. And then there was one more at... Was it Drake? Oh yeah, here. Like everything is so slow from you. All the spells that you throw, it's like you're playing with 200 ping. Or it's like you can't really follow what's going on in the fight.
Okay. That's where I wanted to flash for like fucking 10 seconds.
Yeah, I know.
I could. I press P.
Yeah. E flash. Yeah. It's like you're BMing him.
That's excellent.
Yeah, but even before that. Okay, so it's going here.
So like almost when I cast my first heal, I read there I wanted to flash him, but
Yeah, I know,
like,
but here.
like 10 seconds, I was trying to press my F.
Yeah, but here already you are in range to R them, and it's both Caitlyn and Zed.
I think I was trying to, or I think it was like just too far. So I wanted to get like the Kate and the Z, like right there. I did.
Okay, yeah, because you do
get
one more.
both of them.
Yeah. Okay, but even this, like you chase for too long.
Yeah.
Because look where your teammates are. I mean, Shaco's dead already. And then Jinx, Janna are still in your turret. Because TF is behind. So you go with Singed, but it's a 2v3 and you guys are already behind. So yeah, if you are like super fed, then sure. And you don't even go for Kate, like... But yeah, because you wanted to flash E on Z. And then Mordekaiser's OP.
Yeah.
Nice champ. But yeah, I mean, all this starts at level 1.
Yeah.
Already, like, here already something's wrong. When you're level 1 is Vlad versus Zed and you're losing minions to your turret. Something went wrong in the first 10 seconds.
I should push that wave, like... If I play range versus melee, I should push.
Yeah, and you should punish the enemy. You should not let them farm for free.
Okay.
It should be like a mini game. Okay, you want to take my minion? Yeah, but I'm gonna take your health instead.
Okay.
And yeah, sometimes you're not gonna be able to do it if you know that the jungler's nearby, or like if you actually see them in the brush. But yeah, most of the time you should be able to punish them, because otherwise they're just it's just like a get out of jail free card for them.
Okay. That's like I have two types. If I play game and I lose, it's because I lose in laning phase. If I have game and I lose after, like, because sometimes I lose for that, like in laning phase, and sometimes I lose when I get leads. Like for example, the game I played before this one, like yesterday or I don't remember when. I played Z. I was like 6-1. I finished in like 11-10.
Yeah, well then those are different things because it's more macro related, as I said. Because it depends on like what champions you have in your team and like what your team wants to do, and it's solo queue, so they will probably throw, or you as a team will probably throw, because as you saw the enemy as well here, they were so far ahead and then they just kept dying over and over. You guys almost came back into the game.
Okay.
But yeah, even there you should, like later in the game, you should look for things that you do without your without your teammates' help. Okay, you're playing Z. Okay, can I one-shot the enemy AD and then get out? If I can, then it's fine. But I don't have to rely on, I don't know, my jungler engaging.
Okay.
Because he might not do that. He might be stupid. And always try to farm. Don't go for kills.
Okay.
So like if you can.
Flat for him, or every time.
Yeah. So always focus on farm.
Okay.
But yeah, if you can kill, I'm not saying just ignore them. But yeah, if you can kill them, go for them. But always, don't lose farm for kills. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
And aim to have like 75 CS at 10 minutes every game.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So I mean, here the lane's already pretty bad. But when this thing happens, the lane's pretty much over.
Yeah. Okay.
Because from here, the same thing keeps happening over and over. Yeah, he does that, and then you're forced to recall here. You lose farm. You come back. He trades with you again. I think you die at one point. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then same thing. But if the level 1 doesn't happen, if you punish him from level 1, he can't allow. You can't allow him to do that, and he will realize that okay, I can't really abuse Vladimir as hard as I can, because he's gonna trade back.
Yeah.
But he sees you. He sees that you don't do anything in return, and he can free damage you pretty much. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.